Do you want to see what a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, over 3,100 square feet can get you in Tampa Bay for under $540,000? This isn't just a house tour. This is the new era of Florida living.
Hey, buddy.
As you're watching it, it could already be expired. So call us.
Safety
Put
first.
your seatbelt on.
Safety first.
Yes, I got my seatbelt on.
Now.
So stick with me, because I'm about to show you a guest suite, a beautiful loft that first-time homebuyers love, and information about this community that you're not going to want to miss. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why so many families are relocating to Zephyrhills. And I'm also going to provide you my contact personal information so that you can land those incentives before they disappear. Drop a comment. Let me know what's your must-have when it comes to a new home. Is it an extra bedroom, a large kitchen, a big backyard, or something else? If you're renting in Florida or thinking about moving to Florida, what I'm about to share regarding interest rates in this community and even incentives are going to save you tens, if not thousands of dollars.
Hey, buddy. Roy here from the Key Group, here with Chris Alfaro, the closer.
What's up?
We thought today would be kind of cool and take you a ride along. We are heading over to Two Rivers. They have about 10 builders over there, and today we wanted to focus on Casa Fresca. They have a couple of homes there, and they're a sister company to WestBay. But I feel like showing you a ride along to see what's around the community would be pretty important. I'll be honest, Wesley Chapel is one of the communities that's grown very fast. This community is right across the street, and because it's named Zephyrhills, it has not this very popular idea, but it's literally across the street. I just want to show you comparison. I thought this ride along would be awesome.
Yeah, when you go and investigate a new house or a new neighborhood that you're going into, it's super important to know about what's around. So hopefully we get to achieve that. So join us as we embark in this journey.
Yeah, pretty cool thing is that we're actually going to pass Pasco Hernando Community College.
Oh yeah.
So let me close the back door. Today we're in the Cybertruck. So welcome along to Cybertruck. There is no view back there. You got our sun view up there, which is great. But
put my seatbelt on before I get
let's do that.
Dinged by somebody in the comments.
Let's do that. Yeah, safety
Put
first.
your seatbelt on.
Safety first.
Yes, I got my seatbelt on. And yes, Floridians are that crazy when it comes to driving.
So right now we're looking at 83 degrees. It's a pretty cooler day in Florida.
And that's cool for Florida, guys. Just to give you an idea. It's when you reach the upper 90s where the humidity is like hell on earth, then yeah, you don't want to be a part of this.
So right now it's saying it's roughly about a 45-minute commute. Right now we're in Land O'Lakes. Fun facts about Land O'Lakes, it's considered Pasco. So right outside of Hillsborough, and we're going is still in the county line over on Pasco. So some benefits of being in Pasco is cheaper taxes versus being in Hillsborough.
Absolutely.
We've been living in Pasco for, I don't know, 15, 20 years.
15, close to 20 years, yep.
Yeah.
And it's relative to the area, right? When you talk about Hillsborough County, you know, it's a lot more populated, so taxes are going to be a little bit higher, so it's understandable. Tampa's a much older city, where Pasco County is still part of Tampa, but just right now it's being much more renovated, and, you know, communities are popping up everywhere. And so, you know, everyone that's looking for that new fresh look is coming up to the Pasco County area, you know, to purchase homes, especially those that are from out of state.
All right, we just got to 54, still in the Land O'Lakes area, where we're heading towards the Tampa outlets. One of my favorite spots that I just discovered for breakfast is called the Breakfast Station. Pretty good stuff.
I've been dying to go there.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. It's a must. Right now, it's the season, so you can get your pumpkin spice latte.
Can we go there now? Put the video on pause. Be right back. We just go eat something real quick.
We're gonna keep on going straight.
All right.
We could probably do a video for you guys later on, but my kids went with us, and they love the swirl pancakes. Is one of their favorite. Laura was our server. Shout out to her because she did an amazing job. It was her first time, and she made it a pretty special moment. Gave us all the recommendations. So it was cool. We're coming up now to this place that I just discovered. Looks like Chris has been here before, and it's called Latte Vino Cafe and Wine Bar.
You wouldn't think to put those two together.
No, Tampa premium outlets is probably one of my favorite things. Fun story, when I first moved down to Tampa, I always look for a deal, so I always used to go to different outlets. So I would go and commute all the way to Orlando, make it a day event, or I would go down to Ellington. So the fact that they opened this up a couple of years ago, I no longer have to go that far for finding a good deal.
Yep.
So it's amazing to have this so close. And it's beyond just outlets, because what they've done in this area is really expanded and opened tons of restaurants, tons of different locations where you can have fun. They opened up Pop Stroke.
So that's like a miniature golf.
Yep.
Gaming. They have great food, I've heard. I haven't been there either. That's on my list of things to do.
It's definitely something to do. And I believe Tiger Wood owns this place.
Yes.
And you pay for the day. So you go in there and you go in early or go around less time. You can get as many courses you want because it's a full day of it. It's kind of like a 3 putt kind of mentality on there. Super fun, great food, great atmosphere. They've done a great job maintaining the courses there. Yep. They also have main event, which is great to celebrate kids' parties or even adult parties. They have arcades there, road courses, bowling, which is pretty cool.
Do they still have the climbing thing?
Like the road course,
The road course, yeah. I've never done that. I'm too old for that now. My kids will do it though.
I've done it.
Real quick, as we approach the premium outlets, just to give you guys some perspective, there's a lot of great spots on State Road 54 as you're approaching the Tampa premium outlets. A lot of Latin little cafes, restaurants. We just passed what used to be a really big one. They have a spot here, but they also have the main restaurant on State Road 56, Rice and Beans. And so that place is really, really good. They've been here in this area now for about as long as we've been here, to be honest. Yeah. And so great place to check that out. There's also a Colombian spot around here as well. Also have some really, really good food. For all my Latinos out there who love, chicharroncito de pollo or something or that, you'll have that at this location. So we're stepping into the premium outlets now.
So you got your Costco's, your Aldi's.
Yep.
Bonefish Grill is one of my favorite places to go to.
And for you Starbucks fanatics, there's a Starbucks here as well.
I want to ask Gronk a question, right?
Hey! Hi everyone watching. Hope you're having a fun morning.
So my question for you, in this area, how many pizza shops are there here?
There are dozens around. Probably 40 or 50 if you count chains like Pizza Hut and the Independents. Closest ones, you've got DC Pizza, half a mile north, and that and Pizza on 8th Street's always hopping. Want me to name a few more?
No, that's good. So just for our viewers' perspective, if you love pizza, there's tons of them. I'm surprised that Gronk is telling me there's 40. I counted up to 20 literally out here.
Well, hey, maybe I double counted the food trucks. Those margarita slices from the one near the strip mall, killer. But yeah, 20 solid spots is plenty to pick out on. You guys filming a taste test later?
Maybe. But you're live right now, so we're gonna put you on pause, all right? We just passed this amazing part in Wesley Chapel to help congestion. And it's called the
Diverging Interchange.
It's a diamond cross. So you actually go in the opposite. We just went to the opposite side of the road to make it more efficient on crossing this road. And we literally, no red lights for us. We just kind of went straight through. And if you had to get on the highway to go north, you could easily just get on the highway to go north. If you're coming from the opposite side, because most people in Wesley Chapel are going to travel to downtown. And from right here, downtown is about 25 minutes. So not too shabby from here.
Right.
In Two Rivers, we're definitely a little bit further in. So
we're about 20 minutes away.
Yeah, total, if you're commuting, no rush hour, you're looking at 40 minutes roughly. In rush hour, you're looking at hour 15 minutes. So you have that typical 9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
You're gonna be stuck in a little bit of traffic, which, to be honest with you, if you're living in a major city like New York, Chicago, this is nothing.
Yeah.
It is completely nothing at all.
Yeah. But the Diverging Diamond Interchange was first piloted further south from here in Sarasota. And when you first think about it, you were like, please explain how this helps traffic flow. But once you see it in its totality, it makes so much sense. I wish they would do this all around, because as you're getting off the expressway or you're trying to get on the expressway, it's so much easier. Yes, there are obviously the traffic lights. You still have to stop in certain times, but it allows for traffic to just continuously flow. And so there's not going to be that bottleneck, you know, as you try to get off the expressway where people are either jumping at the yellow light and then creating that nerve-wracking, you know, bottleneck right at the beginning or the entrance or even the exits. But it just allows for traffic to just flow so much better. And so that movement and that constant, you know, flow just makes that experience here that much better. We are quickly approaching the Wiregrass Mall, which is not your typical mall, which is mostly, you know, you being inside and, you know, going in from store to store. This looks and feels more like a mall that's like in California. And so it's an outdoor, you know, mall. And so you're going from store to store indoors. So you'll find your Macy's in there. You'll find your JCPenney's. There's, I believe, a Dillard's. There's a Dillard's there as well.
I think JCPenney's closed.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in a while. I don't like to shop. I leave that to the wife. So, but there's definitely a lot of different activities that happens. Quick fact, during Christmas time, they actually they put up, you know, a ginormous Christmas tree. They have nightly events at the Wiregrass Mall. And it's really, really for, you know, family. You can actually walk through there. There's obviously no cars that are passing by. They got little trains to take your kids. So it's really, really, you know, night. And then they also sometimes from time to time, and I've seen it here, they'll rent out those carnival rides.
Do carnivals.
They do carnival
They
rides.
also have ice skating ring that they do during the winter.
Yes.
It's not real ice, but you do get the feel.
Yeah, you get the feel.
Being and that is like ice.
Yes.
But it's a real community of family.
Mm-hmm.
We're crossing Bruceby Down, which has tons to offer, from hospitals to additional cuisines. You know, like tons of food options or shopping options as well.
And another Starbucks. Again, for you Starbucks fanatics.
Another Starbucks.
Yeah.
All right, to Gronk time, let's ask, how many coffee shops are around us right now?
Based on spots nearby, there are about a dozen solid coffee shops open around 9 in the morning. Think places like local roasters and quick drive chains. Want me to rattle off names, or should I narrow it to the coziest ones?
Ooh, I like that. Tell me which are the coziest ones.
The coziest ones? Let's see. Try Kawahu Coffee with its artsy nook and killer lattes.
So it's pretty cool. We're going to continue to go down 56.
Yep.
So we just passed 2 areas of shopping. We passed the Diamond Cross from a highway perspective.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. Chris mentioned some of his favorite restaurants to go eat. For when it comes to chicken places, there's a lot of places out here, right?
Ooh,
There's Dave's Chicken, which is brand new. Chick-fil-A is a classic out here.
Yep.
It's probably one of the first things I got hooked when I was out here. You got PDQ out here.
Yep. Raising Cane's.
He's just moved in down here.
I'm a huge Raising Cane's right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it comes out really, really hot and crunchy.
Yeah.
I haven't tried Dave's Hot Chicken yet. From a lot of people, it's super spicy. Not that I have a problem with spicy, and so it's not as saucy as some of the other places I normally go for in terms of chicken. But Raising Cane's, yeah, they have a killer sauce, man.
Yeah, they have some really good sauces.
Yeah.
On there. Sure enough, guess where we're passing now? Cooper's Hawk.
Ooh,
So
love that place.
Some great drinks. If you're not part of the wine club, you should look into it.
Yeah.
It's a great environment. From lunch to dinner, they offer some great foods.
And brunch. They do great brunch.
Great brunches. So highly recommended.
So right now also we're passing the Pasco Hernando County Community College, which is fairly new to the area, but it's great to know that this is around here because again, you're thinking about your neighborhood or your new area in that sense, as far as continuing education for yourself, or obviously an option for college for any one of your kids. And so great to know that there's college really and in the area of Wesley Chapel. We're also passing what's going to be a new hospital, Orlando Health. Just popped up here. It looks like it's going to be obviously servicing the entire area. We also have Advent Health that's also on Bruceby Downs, which we just passed, as well as Baycare. And so these are top tier hospitals here that are servicing the entire area of Wesley Chapel.
There's so much to do, and I think, how far are we from our destination? About 10 minutes?
I would say about a little under 10 minutes. Yeah.
So pretty good. And there's tons of land for still development out here. So we still see cow pastures out here. There's tons of roads here, specifically this road right here. It's about 4 miles. So if you're a biker, this is really cool to. All right, so we're about 3 minutes away. You guys could clearly see the big boom of Wesley Chapel and how much Wesley Chapel has developed. We're not at Zephyrhills yet. We're still in Wesley Chapel, and you still see a big boom. Like luxury apartments are popping up everywhere. New builds are popping up everywhere. 55 plus communities are popping up everywhere. By the way, we got some great content. So if you want to see some earlier episodes of our 55 plus or different builders, go hit the playlist. There's tons of great content there. So you can actually get to see the insights of these homes, which are beautiful. And the incentives right now are, my lord, the best deals right now. So take advantage of that. We'll be honored if you choose us, and we'll put a customized plan just for you. But as we head into Two Rivers, what can you tell us, Chris?
I mean, Two Rivers, it's literally the beginning of Zephyrhills. Slowly but surely approaching the Zephyrhills, Wesley Chapel kind of borderline. That's why Two Rivers is so sought after by a lot of buyers. It's because you kind of want that peaceful feel, quiet feel, because it's much smaller in the sense of development. However, you get the closeness of what Wesley Chapel has to offer. You're only minutes away from everything that happens in Wesley Chapel. So again, the malls, the hospitals, everything from that nature. And then obviously the city of Zephyrhills as well. As you go further into Zephyrhills, definitely has some stuff. But in terms of like brand new builds, brand new communities, Two Rivers is the one location that is on top of mind of a lot of people's minds. There's 10 different builders in there. And the one we're going to visit today is going to be Casa Fresca. But we are going to be taking a tour of the Azure model first, which is the Azure model and the Gabriela, yes. And so 2 different models, 2 different layouts for 2 totally different types of families. And so we want to make sure that we capture that for you so you can see the differences and see which one works out for you.
So Chris mentioned, this community is a mesh community. It's going to be expanding. They're building everything like crazy. There is a Publix that's coming here, so it's going to be at the entrance of your community.
Yeah.
And that should be coming within a year. So like when you look at getting into community early to get the most bang for your buck, like this is your time to move in now and find out what is the best deals that are going on. But the beauty of this is that we're going to be Casa Fresca. So you have all the great kind of concepts of what WestBay has been able to do in this community, the layouts, how beautiful they are, at an accessible price for many people, which is going to be pretty great.
Yeah.
All right, where's Casa Fresca? Here we go. Just going to keep on going straight.
And keep in mind, guys, this Two Rivers is far from over as far as a finished product in terms of community. There's so much more building that they're doing, so much more community that's going to be here. Can you imagine what all the amenities you're going to get with this particular Two Rivers community? So let's step inside the Azure, where you can discover why Casa Fresca is quickly becoming one of Tampa Bay's hottest, newest home builders. Welcome to Casa Fresca. The model I'm about to show you is called the Azure. And just from the looks from the outside, I can already see why this has become a fan favorite amongst buyers. Just think of the sleek designs and the beautiful interior you're about to see. Do you want to see what a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and over 2,200 square feet is going to get you in beautiful Tampa Bay? Let's go inside. As you walk through the Azure, okay, before we go, all of the rooms in this particular home, because this is a 2-story elevated home, all of the rooms are upstairs. Hey, twin. Going back to walking this model, one of the first things I've noticed is this large closet. It actually fits the entire underneath the stairs. And so one of the things I like to think about as I show you this is you can make this room into an area for your pets or a particular wine room, okay? And so just to give you some perspective, look how big this closet is. For your pets, or convert this into a wine room. It's all about your lifestyle. Hey, leave it in the comments. What would you do with that space? So as we walk through the house, one of the things that makes the Azure shine is the amount of space that you have in the living room area. So take a look at all of this space. One of the things I've noticed about Casa Fresca layouts is they don't ever want you missing out on the action. So whether you're in the living room or in the dining room area / breakfast nook area, or in the kitchen, you're available for it all. And so you have your oversized kitchen island, you have your quartz countertops, your stainless steel appliances, and, ooh, snacks. As you come up the stairs, this is a beautiful recreational space. So think about it. You have small children, this can be a play area, this can be your movie area, or just a hangout area. Think about those possibilities. Leave it in the comments. What would you do with this space? As we walk into the primary suite, you'll notice the same theme throughout the house. The size. The size of this room is really, it's not telling a story as the way you're seeing it right now. But right now, this is a king-size bed. You have your armoire. You have 2 tables on the side of the bed. It is truly, truly size and incredible. Walking into the primary bathroom, you have your standard stand-up tile. Don't miss out on the oversized laundry room because every Florida family knows how important that kind of extra space really is. Other than the loft and the primary suite, you've got 3 more secondary bedrooms upstairs, spacious enough for family, guests, or even making one of them an office. That's the beauty of having 4 bedrooms. All right, we just showed you the Azure. Pretty nice, right? Now, how about I show you a beautiful 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath with a little over 3,100 square feet of pure elegance. Welcome to the Gabriela of Casa Fresca. Welcome to the Gabriela. As you walk through the Gabriela, you will notice so much more space. In between both sides of the house. You have your powder room to your left, and also there's a 3-car tandem garage. If you don't know what that is, DM me in the comments and I'll send you some information of what exactly it is. But to give you some inspiration, 3-car garages with a tandem, you can use that space for anything, for woodworking, for a gym, you name it, all right? Now, the heart of the Gabriela is the kitchen. You have your quartz countertops, your oversized island here, which can be used obviously as a table as a breakfast nook. You have your stainless steel appliances. You have your 36-inch cabinets, which work really, really well. All right, as we walk into the dining room area, this is a 6-seater table. Now, going by the size of this entire area, you can already see that you can fit at least an 8 to a 10-footer here, okay? Perfect for those Thanksgiving gatherings. Walking into the living room area, okay? The best part of these Casa Fresca layouts, in my opinion, is the fact that you don't miss any of the action. So whether you're cooking, you're watching TV here, or you're eating, you don't miss any of the conversations. And that is something that you can't negotiate with. One of the best kept secrets about this guest suite is that it's tucked away in a corner, and it's perfect for your weekend visitors, your in-laws, if they come visit. I know that happens a lot to me. And maybe from an older generational perspective, someone that you need to take care of. And that's happened a lot. And so this particular room serves that purpose. Story time. I have tons of family from New York City. And one of the first things I think about is when they come over and come visit me, I have a place directly for them. Or maybe you're that one parent that has that college grad that just doesn't want to leave. At some point, they come back, this is a perfect spot for them. But we don't want to kick them out, do we now? Hey, real quick, leave it in the comments. What would you use that guest room for? One of the best hidden treasures about the Gabriela, I'm about to show you. It's this amazing landing area that we call a loft. This loft is perfect for movie night. It's perfect to have as a second living room. I mean, just look at the sheer size. As I'm walking around, you can replace this shuffleboard and actually put in a pool table. That's how wide and spacious this area is. So, hey, leave it in the comments. What would you do with this space? Because I know what I would do already. This would be my movie area. Now, as we walk in to your bedroom, now, as we walk into the primary suite, this is probably one of the biggest primary suites I've seen. Now, take the look at the perspective. This is a California king-size bed. It is ginormous, and I'm standing here right at the corner. So look at the size you're getting. The great lighting, we have enough space for an armoire right in front, and then also a small couch here. So just think about that from perspective. What would you do with this ginormous primary suite? Let me know. Put it in the comments. Now, if you walk into the bathroom here, as we walk into the primary bathroom, okay, we gotta also think again, the size of this particular room. So we have your toilet, you have your standard really big walk-in closet. I mean, it's tremendously big in here. You have your stand-up shower and your double vanity. Other than the loft and the primary suite, you've got 3 more secondary bedrooms upstairs, spacious enough for family, guests, or even making one of them a workout room. That's the beauty of 5 bedrooms. It gives you options. Hey, so before we go to our Q&A session, real quick, I forgot one last thing I wanted to show you about this home. Check out this closet. It is beyond spacious. I like to call this a Harry Potter closet, because look, I get to disappear. Thanks so much for hanging on. All right, we've shown you a car ride, we've shown you 2 amazing floor plans, and now we're going to show you 2 amazing experts in the field that are going to answer a lot of the questions that you may have at home. But before we start, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we have some great content in our channel. Now, I'm here to introduce Brittany and Aubrey, who are Casa Fresca's sales consultants, who we're going to be asking maybe not some tough questions, but we're going to ask them some questions that I know you have at home. We're going to talk about builder and community focused questions, as well as the customer focus. And so, guys, thank you so much for having us, and thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Awesome. So, all right, talking about Casa Fresca. So Casa Fresca is one builder out of the 10 that we have here in Two Rivers. Tell us a little bit about Casa Fresca, the brand that it is, and what differentiates you from the other builders.
Thanks for asking, Chris. Great question. So Casa Fresca, pretty much we're a local builder, privately owned, subsidiary of Homes by WestBay.
Okay.
So we wanted to bring something different and unique and fresh to, like, I would say boring homes, like same color. We just bring a different vibe to the communities as far as like the tropical landscaping goes, our architectural designs, our layouts. We give people more to come home to. So when you come into our communities and you come home, like, man, that's my home, that's my house.
Okay.
It feels more homey. The feedback we've been getting from over the years, just from being a reputation from our parent company, which is owned by WestBay again, it's really cool. A lot of people really appreciate that feel that we're offering as far as our customer service goes as well. That's our high on our list for sure, and make sure we deliver a quality built home. So we stand by that.
All right.
No, I would agree with that. I mean, I feel like we focus something we like to say is attainable luxury. So buyers, especially if they're looking for a first-time home, it's like they're getting more. I would say more bang for the buck. They're going to be very nice, quality built home, and we focus on quality and service versus plug and chug. Just get homes out. We really focus on.
Yeah, no, I really noticed it as we were walking, especially the Gabriela, the amount of space that you're getting. Usable space. I think that's super important when we're talking about buying a home, whether it be for the first time or whether it be someone who's already experienced in buying a home. You want usable space. You don't want to lose out on specific areas of your house because you're just like, oh, I can't use this. So one of the first things I noticed when we were at that Gabriela was like, wow, even underneath the stairs, it's huge. I mean, you could put anything you could think of in there, and it's a great use of, unwanted space. You don't ever think about underneath your stairs and things of that nature. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So Aubrey, you mentioned earlier that obviously Casa Fresca is a sister company to Homes by WestBay. Tell me a little bit more about that. How does that relationship with you being that sister company for Homes by WestBay help you and benefit the buyers?
So it kind of gives them, great question again, it kind of gives them that peace of mind. Like one of the things that we focus on, we're local, we're private, one of the largest privately owned company in Tampa Bay, a subsidiary of Homes by WestBay, which is our sister company.
Okay. So
it kind of helps with that credibility from Homes by WestBay because we are a new company.
Right.
We're like the new kids on the block, so who's Casa Fresca?
Right.
So when they hear WestBay, like, oh man, we're getting a quality built home.
Right.
We got to go check out Casa Fresca. That's what they have to offer. So when they come in and they see our homes now, they're like, man, I can see myself living. I can see myself living here, man. This feels like home. You know. So, like you said, the livability is there. No wasted space. Like quality driven.
Right.
And like I said, who knows how to build a better quality home than Florida based here? I don't know who else could say that. You know? Casa Fresca could probably say that because that's our roots. Privately owned here, local builder. So, I mean, it just gives a lot of homeowners peace of mind knowing that it's a Florida builder, and not like we're not national. You know? So they know they're getting quality built product. Yeah. So, and like Brittany said earlier, customer focused, customer driven, delivering a quality built home. Like I said, that's our keyword. So better homes, that's what we are at Casa Fresca.
Awesome. All right, so the next question I have revolves around the community. And, obviously we're in Two Rivers here. So what has been some of the feedback, or what is some of the perks that you get with living here in Two Rivers?
So Two Rivers is like the newest, hottest community here in Zephyrhills. You're right outside of Wesley Chapel, which is like the #1 suburb, right? And so you're literally maybe 15 minutes from the crates, from 275. There's tons of hospitals nearby. We have a charter school coming. There's a surf park coming. There's just a lot of growth out here, and your dollar is going to stretch farther. So I feel like you're going to get more bang for your buck. And it's a beautiful community. I mean, it's surrounded by wetlands, grasslands. It's very beautiful, especially here at Casa Fresca. All of our lots are premium lots, just about. You're going to have like a wetland view or a water view, and it's just very peaceful, very serene.
Awesome. You mentioned the word premium, so I'm going to put you to the test a little bit. How big are your lots if you're calling them premium lots? Because I'm curious, and I'm sure our audience out there is pretty curious.
Yeah. So we have 40-foot lots and 50-foot lots. But when I say premium, so most of our lots here, you're not going to have backyard neighbors. Like you won't have anyone behind you. Just a few of our lots have that. So most are going to have a wetland or a water view, which I think is great. I mean, it's
absolutely.
hard to find, so.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's, customers' biggest complaint is, I don't want to have anyone behind me, or they just want their neighbors to be further away, which at the end of the day, what's the word community for? We're supposed to be close, people. We're not supposed to be that far, but I get it, and so it's having that is important. And so, facing either a waterfront or even a conservation in the back, I think that's awesome to know that you guys are offering that, pretty much for the majority, I won't say all, but the majority of your lots. So what are some of the amenities that you already have, and what are some that are coming soon that, can get our, your buyers excited?
So we specifically are going to have access to the Nest. That's going to be our community center. And at the Nest, there's going to be pickleball, bocce ball, a 5-lane lap pool, lagoon pool, fire pits, playground, dog parks. So there's going to be a ton of things for homeowners. Right. Of course, you have tons of nature trails. We're going to have Peak Surf Park coming. It's separate, but it's going to be located in Two Rivers. Right. There's a charter school, Publix. I mean, there's tons of stuff coming.
Awesome. Wow, that is a tremendous amount of stuff coming into an already ginormous community. You know what I hear? I hear that you need to start making your decisions now, because that is just going to bring a lot of property values up, a lot of eyes into the Two Rivers. So if you're really, really interested about wanting to be a part of this Two Rivers community, give me a call. My number is at the bottom there, and I'll be able to hook you up with whatever information you're looking for. All right. So the next question I have, Aubrey, is in terms of how Casa Fresca builds their homes, how does it fit today's lifestyle? And what I mean is, in terms of open living space, energy efficiency and things of that nature, as far as that flexibility, how does that work with Casa Fresca?
Good question, Chris. I'll touch on the energy efficient part because that's most important for sure for a lot of people, especially with the high bill and all that stuff.
Right.
So when you come home throughout the day, you got that smell coming inside the house. Most people you ever go, you're like, I'm from the Caribbean, so we like to cook a lot.
Right.
So one thing that stands out to me is the vented out microwave. So it doesn't circulate throughout the house; it actually vents out. So whenever you're cooking all the spices,
You're right.
whenever you're making food, you don't smell that. It doesn't linger in the home.
Right.
Which is really cool. It's a smart thermostat. It's Ecobee. It's voice controlled, app controlled. You know, we have the Micro Garage opener. You can open your garage from anywhere. Even have Amazon key set up on there.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. I know y'all like to shop on Amazon now. Y'all know. If you know, you know. You know, so that's one of the cool features that we do offer. Upstairs in our homes, they're fully insulated. Right. R13. I can go more into detail, but the home is fully insulated. Low energy efficient windows. Okay. You know, it's just a lot of unique features with the energy efficiency of the home that kind of makes it better, right, for better living.
That's great to know, because even if your house is, Gabriela, over 3,000 square feet, that your electric bill is not going to be super over the top. So great to know.
Yeah, and I think from like a female's perspective, one thing I really love is they do a great job with the kitchens. They're large, they're open, or we have tons of like natural lighting windows, and then the closets, they're also huge.
Oh.
Like all the closets are really big, and tons of, well, oh yeah, maybe not for your shoe collection, but I just feel like there's a lot of storage. There's no wasted space in our homes. They do a really great job of maximizing the floor plans. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. One of the things that I noticed immediately when I walked into the Gabriela was the fact that there is a guest suite. You guys call it a guest suite. I look at it as multi-generational living, and it's something that we emphasize on our channel because of the fact that it's such a great space. It has its own bathroom, its own walk-in closet. Is that something you guys are really honing in when it comes to selling the Gabriela?
So I think that's why we sell the Gabriela. This is our most popular floor plan. And it is because it has that room that's kind of tucked away. And it's great for, again, if you have an in-law or an adult child or anything, it's separate, tucked away. You've got a big walk-in closet, full bathroom and bedroom. And then speaking of that, because a lot of buyers have been looking for that, we actually have our newest floor plan that we just recently launched, the Esperanza, which is our multi-gen floor plan. So what's really unique with us compared to some other builders is when you enter the home, we're actually going to have an exterior entrance as well as an entrance from the inside of the actual unit, which most homes, you have to enter through the main home. So
you have to walk through the entire floor plan to get to that particular room. Wow, that is very convenient. Helps kind of alleviate that person from feeling like, oh, I gotta walk through the whole entire house. I can just have my own doorway. So that makes a lot of sense. Great, that's awesome.
Privacy,
so our next question is, when it comes to Casa Fresca and comparing it to other builders, what sets that apart in terms of price range?
Yeah, so in terms of price range, Chris, you're getting all your included premium features with the home. No one else is giving you paper driveways all the way up to your front door included in what you're getting with Casa Fresca Homes.
So that's one of the first things I noticed the moment I walked onto the property, was the fact that you had your paper driveways, and the fact that it goes all the way to your door is another added luxury. A lot of the times when we talk about those types of premium upgrades, you have to pay a substantial amount to the particular builder for them to do that for you. So it's great information. And so what I like to do now is let everyone know, honestly, if that's something that you would like, Casa Fresca over here in Two Rivers offering you paper driveways like that, give us a call. My number's down below, and we'll be able to honestly, create a plan specifically for you for the type of floor plan that you're looking for. All right, so my next question is, are there any future phases coming to Two Rivers or any additional floor plans that future buyers can look forward to?
Yeah. So we have phase 2 coming. Right now we're still in phase 1. We still have quite a bit to go through phase 1. Phase 2 is where we're going to see the uptick in price. So if you're looking for a home now, get with Chris. Phase 2, we're going to have a lot more. The amenities are going to be done around here in our community, which is the nest. By the time phase 2 comes available, Brittany will touch on the next floor plan that's also coming available, which is our multi-gen floor plan. Everybody has their eyes on that right now, which it's like an eye candy. So you want your mama or your dad to stay with you, your uncle, your aunt, your grown adult son? We got something for you. So, but phase 2, a lot of different plans are coming. Premium home sites, everything that you're looking for, we have it. And Brittany's going to touch on the next floor plan that's coming.
So our newest floor plan is the Esperanza floor plan. I know we mentioned it earlier. It's a 4-3, and it's going to have like an in-law suite towards the front. What's unique about us is you can actually enter the home from the exterior. So there's kind of like 2 entrances, one from the inside of the home and then one from the exterior of the home. So privacy. And it's also going to have like a den space. So if you work from home, you have another little office on top of the floor.
Awesome. That's awesome. Multi-generational living is probably going to be something it's in the future. And I'm glad that a lot of builders are honestly taking those steps to include those things in there, because we don't know what the future holds. As you guys mentioned, an adult child, that word is like an oxymoron to me, because to have an adult child is kind of crazy to even say it, but it's a reality in the economy that we live in and the things that have been happening. A lot of kids coming out of college are coming back home, and so having that little bit of extra space, that little bit of privacy will go a long way. And then obviously you have those individuals that are taking care of an older loved one and things of that nature. And so having that extra space, again, is crucial to have. So guys, thank you for that. All right, so we're going to roll into the buyer's perspective portion of the questions. And so the next question I have revolves around what you have available here in Two Rivers currently. So what is that price range for the floor plans that you have currently?
So our pricing starts in the mid 300s all the way up to the mid 500s currently in phase 1. Of course, in phase 2, we anticipate, of course, the pricing increasing as most builders do, but that's currently our pricing.
Okay, awesome. That's good to know. All right, so the next question I have is, when it comes to the builder timeline, if someone was looking to get into a home today, what does that effectively look like?
Man, Chris, if you're trying to move yesterday, I got a house for you today.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, man. So we got stuff that's ready that can close in 30 days. You know, if they need to be in before Thanksgiving, we can get them in. You know, we got stuff, if you want to start from scratch, you go all the way from 4 to 6 months. So you could probably be in your home by February, March, worst case scenario next year.
Okay. Wow, that's really awesome. So again, I can't stress enough to you the sense of urgency. All right, so let's talk about Casa Fresca's incentives. What does that look like, and do they have to use a preferred lender?
So great question, Chris. So just so we're speaking, of course, incentives can change at any time, any day. But currently, we are running an incentive where buyers get what's up to $40,000 in Casa Cash, and they can use that several different ways. So typically most buyers will use it to buy down the rate. So we just did a few deals with rates as low as 4.5%.
Okay.
And then to cover not all the closing costs, of course, depending on the home and the price of the home.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. And we just got some information just recently that the Fed just finished dropping the rate down to 6.19, I think it was. And so for Casa Fresca to still have that 40,000, you'd be able to, buy that rate down. That's pretty sweet. Now, you mentioned lenders. And so how many lenders can you use with you guys?
So we have 4 different lenders that, buyers can choose from.
Okay. Wow. So not only that, you not only get your 40K, but you get different lenders to use. So that's pretty awesome as well. Yeah. Awesome.
And then in some cases, if for some reason one of the 4 can't make a deal work, let's talk about it.
Okay.
So we're not going to turn you down or turn you away because we can't get you approved with our preferred lenders.
Right.
We want to help every homeowners.
Oh, absolutely.
So if there's something we can do to make it work, we will. So let's talk about it.
That's great to know. So, all right. And the final question I'm going to ask, HOA fees or CDD fees. Do you have one or the other? Do you have both? And what do they cover?
So we have both. It's pretty common in Florida for new construction to have HOA and CDD fees.
Okay.
Your HOA, the Homeowners Association, very low here. It's only $72 a month. You do pay it quarterly, like to something that comes out to about $70 a month.
Right.
Good thing, it does include high-speed internet through Spectrum, as well as access to the Nest. So, typically in Florida, you're paying $125 for internet, so it's kind of a wash. CDD, also very affordable in our community. For our 40-foot lots, you're looking at a little over $1,600 annually paid with the taxes, or a little over $2,000 for our 50-foot lots paid annually with the taxes. Now, your CDD fees, if you're like, what's that? That's think of developing a community. So like the streets, the roads, the lights, things like that.
Right.
That's the infrastructure. Yeah.
So that's really, really great to know, the fact that those prices are pretty low for such a large community. To be honest, I was expecting a much larger number, so I'm very pleased to know. And so that is a very, very big deal. I want to thank you guys again for taking the time out to be here with us. Super, super enjoyable. I hope you guys had some fun. And this is going to be our sign off. So guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one.
Peace.